Hi, my name is Jessica. Today I'm going to talk about Shrek 2. But before starting, there are some names and some words that I think that are going to be helpful for the interpretation, and they are in the description of the video. So maybe it can help you before starting. And I'm going to start my speech now. Hello, welcome to my channel. In today's program, which is called How to Make a Sequel, we're going to talk about the best movie of all time, which is Shrek 2. And specifically, we're going to study three lessons that this movie teaches us. First, I'm going to give some general data about the movie, and then I'm going to explain why this movie is a masterclass in how to make a sequel. Well, Shrek 2 is an American animation film that was directed by Andrew Adamson, Kelly Asbury, and Conrad Vernon. It's produced by DreamWorks Animation and it was premiered on the 19th of May of 2004. The film is the sequel of the movie Shrek and also serves as the second installment of the Shrek film franchise. The first lesson that Shrek 2 teaches us in how to make a perfect sequel is that you have to increase the stakes. Move on, it's a sequel. I know that at first glance it might seem pretty obvious, but after having seen so many called sequels, I have come to the conclusion that most of them are just plain remakes. A good sequel must continue the story instead of repeating it. And Shrek 2 achieves this by adding new compelling themes such as class tension, marital problems, the pressure from advertising and social media, but also deepens in the ones that were presented in the first movie, such as self acceptance, finding true love, and societal prejudice. This way, the movie feels familiar, but it also adds like interesting mix which make it entertaining, which takes me to the second lesson. The second lesson of how to make a perfect sequel is that you have to introduce something new. You have to move forward, but don't forget where you're coming from. A good sequel needs to find the balance between expanding the universe that was presented in the first movie, but without losing the essence of the world that was presented in the first installment. And Shrek 2 manages to do so by adding new characters like Prince Charming, Fiona's parents, and the fairy godmothers, and also a new setting like Far Far Away, but also refuses to ditch all characters like Fiona, Shrek, Donkey, and an old setting or an old place like it was the swamp. It also gives background of Fiona's childhood and the reason why Shrek is so insecure, which strengthens the plot of the first movie. The third lesson that Shrek 2 teaches us in how to make a perfect sequel is that you have to keep doing what worked. A good sequel keeps in the mix everything that worked in the first installment, but also elevates it and adapts it to the new story. Shrek 2 reaches the goal by subverting the fairy tale trope such as the idyllical place of Far Far Away, the damsel in distress, the selfless godmother, and also keeps offering an astonishing soundtrack with songs that are literal classics and blends very well with the scenes where they are featured. For example, we have the honeymoon with Accidentally in Love and the final scene with I Need a Hero. Furthermore, Shrek 2 continues with inside jokes and references to pop culture with movies like Alien or E.T. and brands like Starbucks or McDonald's. In conclusion, Shrek 2 teaches us that the key to a perfect sequel is to increase the stakes, introduce something new, and keep doing what works. And well, in my next program, which is going to be called How to Make a Prequel, I will explain how to make a perfect prequel with the second best movie of all time, which is Monsters University. Thank you very much.